This girl's boyfriend asked her to wear makeup to hide her acne while visiting his parents, and now she is ignoring all his calls. Okay, listen, I, 28, need to understand who's wrong here because my girlfriend Caroline, 25, is cutting contact right now, and her friends are writing me that I'm a piece of shit. But I just asked for one small thing that's not a problem at all for a normal person. We've been dating 8 months, everything was great, until these parent visits started. The thing is, Caroline has serious skin problems, she has acne on her face, and it's not couple pimples, but really noticeable red spots and bumps. She says it's hormonal, and she's treating it, but no results yet. I came to terms with it because she's cool and everything else, cooks fucking amazing, and we match in interests. But a month ago, my parents invited us to a family dinner. Everyone was supposed to be there, including Grandma, who came from another state. I told Caroline in advance that it's important. The parents want to get to know her better because they see we're serious. 2 days before the dinner, I mentioned in passing that maybe she could put on some makeup, well, foundation, concealer. I don't know shit about this, but I know girls can hide flaws. She looked at me kind of weird then and said, okay. We arrive at my parents'. She's in a nice dress, hair done, but fuck, her face is bare. No makeup at all. I was fucking floored, honestly. Mom, when we met, held her gaze on her face for a second. I noticed that. Dinner went fine, I guess, but I saw that Mom would periodically look at Caroline and then look away. Grandma straight up asked, girl, do you go to a dermatologist? Your skin looks kind of unhealthy. Caroline blushed, said she does, all that. When we left, I asked why she didn't put on makeup. I asked her too. She started mumbling something about how it's uncomfortable for her, that foundation clogs pores and her doctor doesn't recommend it. I'm like, well, so one night won't kill you. This was important to me. She got offended, said I'm ashamed of her appearance. I'm like, no, fuck. It's just there are certain standards of decency. When you go meet the family, all girls put on makeup for such events. It's normal. Then Mom called me, said Caroline is sweet but looks unkempt, like she doesn't take care of herself. I told her this and added that next time when we go to my parents, she has to do normal makeup. This isn't up for discussion because I don't want to embarrass myself. She started crying, saying I'm horrible, that if her face bothers me, then why the fuck are we even together? I said it doesn't bother me in everyday life, but parents are different. There you need to make an impression. She left to her place then, didn't answer messages for 3 days, then wrote that she needs to think about the relationship. I'm fucking floored. It's the simplest request. Any adequate girl would understand that you need to look presentable in front of parents. Her friend wrote me yesterday that I'm a, quote, toxic asshole who humiliates his girlfriend over something she can't control, but that's bullshit. Makeup solves the problem. Refusing is her choice, which means she doesn't give a fuck about my opinion and my family. So am I wrong for wanting her to look normal in front of my parents, or is she being dramatic? Reply post. Her former roommate. I don't usually browse Reddit, but a friend sent this post, and I immediately knew it's about Caroline. We lived together for 2 years, and I know the whole situation with her skin. Dude, you're writing such bullshit there that I can't stay silent. You mentioned in passing about makeup? Bullshit. Caroline told me a week before that dinner how you started regularly commenting on her face. Said things like, maybe you should get a better cream. Are you sure your cosmetologist is good? Listen, people online write that diet helps. She was already psyched out then because she felt you were leading to something. And then you didn't in passing, but sat down across from her and said word for word, when we go to my parents, you'll need to look presentable. You understand what I mean. She asked again. You said, well, you know there are problems with your face. You'll need to hide them. That's how it was. About hormonal, and she's treating it. Caroline has cystic acne caused by polycystic ovary syndrome. This isn't just fucking pimples. She's been going to doctors for 3 years, tried a million products. Some made it worse. Foundation really is forbidden for her. Last time she tried to put on makeup for a job interview, her face burned for 2 weeks after, and new inflammations popped up. The doctor forbade her from using heavy textures. You know this because she told you, but you don't give a fuck, apparently. And also, all girls put on makeup for such events. Caroline put on fucking makeup. She specially bought mineral powder that she can use, did her eyes and lips, did her hair, bought a new dress. She spent a ton of money and time to look good, but you needed her face not to be visible, for parents not to see she has acne. You wanted her to plaster her face and sit all evening in a mask, then treat the consequences for a week. When she came back after that dinner, she was sobbing. Said your mom looked at her like she was dirty. The grandma asked about the doctor as if Caroline is to blame for being sick. That you then in the car said, well, see, I told you should have put on makeup. She apologized to me, fuck, for not being able to look normal. And about has to do makeup, this isn't up for discussion. Seriously? You gave her an ultimatum? Said you're embarrassed because of her face? What level of being an asshole do you need to have to say that to a girl you supposedly love? Carolyn is the kindest and most patient person I know. She tolerated your jokes about no war paint needed today, haha, for half a year, your looks when she's without makeup, your comments about cosmetologists, and now you sicked your parents on her too. Your mom said unkempt. Caroline spends an hour in the bathroom every day taking care of her skin. She has the strictest routine. She spends shitloads of money on dermatologists and products. But she can't use foundation, understand? Can't. I hope she dumps you and finds someone who won't demand she hide. Update. Caroline moved out. She took her stuff while I was at work, left the keys, wrote a note that can't be with someone who's ashamed of her. I tried calling like 20 times, she declines. So about that bullshit the roommate wrote here. First of all, I didn't know she can't use foundation. She only told me it's not recommended, and doctor doesn't advise it. That's fucking different things. Not recommended isn't strictly forbidden. It's better not, but you can. If she'd said she can't, I wouldn't have insisted, but she always mumbled everything vaguely. How was I supposed to understand the seriousness? Second, about jokes about war paint. It was one phrase. One time when she asked whether to do her eyes before a movie, I said, nah, don't need war paint for a movie. It was a joke about how it's dark in the cinema. The roommate is twisting everything and blowing it up. I just talked to Mom, told her the situation. She said Caroline is too sensitive, and if she can't take constructive criticism, then what kind of wife is she? And Mom's right. Fuck, I didn't insult Caroline, I expressed a wish. Normal people compromise in relationships. But she made a drama, told her roommate bullshit about how I humiliate her. Now all her friends blocked me, and one wrote that I'm an abuser. An abuser is someone who hits or yells. I just asked for one small thing. I was ready to help her find makeup that doesn't harm the skin, ready to pay for a makeup artist if needed, but she didn't even give me a chance to solve the problem. Just got offended and bailed. Honestly, I'm fucking tired. You try to build a relationship, introduce her to family, plan a future, and she ruins everything over one comment. Maybe it's for the best that she moved out. Fuck, do I need a chick who can't fulfill a basic request? Update 2. Caroline blocked me everywhere. Her friend, the one who wrote, I'm an asshole, made a post in a local Facebook group we're both in, described the whole situation, and posted screenshots of our texts where I wrote her about makeup. People who know both of us are now writing me angry messages. Mom said it's all hysterics of an immature girl and that I'm not at fault. But I'm fucking bothered that they made me out to be some monster. I called Caroline from my work phone. She picked up. I started explaining she got it all wrong. She said, I understood that you consider my face a flaw that needs to be hidden. That's all I need to know, and hung up. One of my friends said I really went too far and should have just accepted her as she is. But I fucking did accept her, just asked for one single favor. Edit. Grandma found out we broke up and called me. Asked why, I told her. She said, so you were hounding her over pimples? You're a fool. You lost a good girl. I haven't seen girls like her at your age with a magnifying glass. And you latched onto some spots. I was fucking floored. She was the one who asked about the dermatologist then, and now she's accusing me. Told her this. She answered, I asked out of concern, and you pressured her to plaster her face. I'm old but not stupid. Saw how you looked at her all evening. Like you were ashamed. Now even grandma's against me. Fucking great. And that's it for this trash story. Thanks for your hopefully not wasted time. If you want more stories like this,